Previously on D&D.
Where'd you find this? Where'd you find the kid?
Can you knock me out for money? And he talked about needing
That was
money
me.
or something, so he didn't want to be made fun of anymore. I
He's
can clean
making
up a
so
little bit
much
'cause I got
money.
shit
It's
all
not
over me.
fair.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Thank you so much. And oh, don't forget the kid. He's falling.
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys are able to regroup. And Joel talk. So you awake, consciousness comes to you.
Nice.
And you're laying down on a prison floor. Cold, hard stone. You're just in your clothing has been removed, and you're just in not all your clothing. You're in like undergarments.
Oh.
And yep. And oh. Yeah, your entire head is just resonating with aching pain.
Oh, great.
Yeah, you're a little hungover, but not so much. Most of it is kind of subsided. But yeah, you're able to awake, and you're as your vision, goes from like blurry to wavy to clear. You're able to see like, oh shit, I'm in a prison cell.
Well, I have accomplished my goal. Now I want to make, I want to look around. I want to see like other cells. I want to see if I can find the guy that originally we were set out to find, and anybody else that maybe was like taken in with me, and also the guards. I want to see how many guards there are and stuff.
Yeah. So I would say about like through 20 minutes of observation, you see like a guard that's kind of pacing.
Oh no.
Oh, I thought that too was your intelligence. Oh, okay. Well, it's the same thing. So yeah, you're able to just see a guard pacing up and down the hallway. It's pretty dark. It's dimly lit through torches, but it's not like, you can't really see too much inside the stockade itself. Whether that's intentional or not, you're not sure, but you're able to see like a guard doing like kind of like pacing rounds, checking on the prisoners. He kind of checks on you. He's like, oh, look at this one. He's finally awake.
I'll knock you out.
He's like, hey, did you have fun there, princess? Did you have fun shitting your pants? He's like, I didn't have fun fucking changing it. And he kind of smacks your I guess you got your hands on the bars as you're kind of like,
Yeah.
and he kind of smacks you with like the hilt of his blade, or the hilt of his sword, like hits the knuckles of your hands really hard. He's like, you fucking disgust me.
Yeah, I want to act like I'm still very drunk, and so I'm like, oh, my knuckle, I like rub my hand and I whimper away a little bit. So, what's the cell setup like? Is there like cells across from me? Are they all along the wall?
Yeah, so it's kind of like, so you're in a cell, and it looks like from what you can tell, 3 other cells directly across from you. They're all empty, and you assume the same layout. You assume like there's like there's like 3 cells across from you, and there's 3 cells on this side of the whatever section you're in.
Okay.
And you can kind of hear as the guard leaves, you hear.
Okay.
You can hear a snoring.
So what's going on in my cell? Just a bed and a toilet?
A bed and a bucket. That's what you have.
A bed and a bucket. Fantastic. And the bars, how wide are the bars? And are they sturdy?
Yeah, they're pretty sturdy. Cast iron. They look like they're welded into the floor.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah. It's not to the actual floor, but to the actual like door frame themselves. But yeah, they're pretty, the bars are pretty thick themselves. I would say it's probably like, I don't know, maybe about an inch between each bar, maybe, if that.
All right, I want to investigate that snoring. I try to see as much as I can.
Okay. Give me another perception check.
Oh, my guy is so dumb. Here we go. Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you can't really see into the next cell, but you're able to ascertain just by the deep breathing that this is it's a larger individual, and based on the description of the whistle that you're supposed to be retrieving, who was a small elf. This does not sound like a small elf snoring. This sounds like a large man.
Okay, so when the guard isn't looking, or when he's, you know, farther along, I want to try and hit my cell and wake this guy up next to me.
Okay. Just give me an attack. Just roll a d20 and add your strength modifier.
Okay.
You hear,
Like, hey, wake up. This fucking guy. Okay, so instead, I'm gonna have to. I gotta play my strengths here. Which, let's see. All right, did the guard have keys? Was I able to see if he had keys on him?
I'll say that you did. It was tough because you didn't work like looking for them. So I'll say that you're not sure if he had keys on him.
Okay. I'm just fuck it. I'll just call the guard over. I want to talk to him. Guard, I need help.
Like, no, you don't.
I have to piss.
You have a bucket.
They forgot one in the cell.
And
I'm blocking. No, I want to like puff up and block so he can't see that there's clearly a bucket in here.
okay,
Perception. Okay.
give me a perception check first.
Keys?
Okay, you're not able to. You can't tell if it's keys or if it's his armor, like the chain.
Damn it. Okay.
You're ringing, but you're not sure if it's the armor or if it's keys.
Okay.
And so So what are you doing with the bucket? You're just gonna squat in front of it.
It's fine. Well, it's in the corner of the cell. I'm just trying to take up the doorway. I'm standing in the doorway so that he can't see
Doing
it.
that thing like, hey, what's up?
Yeah. I have to go so bad, please. I have an issue.
He's like, yeah, you got a couple of those. He's like, move away from the cell.
Okay, I move back, but I gotta keep my back to the bucket, so I'm between him and the bucket.
Give me a performance check.
Okay.
So
I gotta go so bad.
You're backing away, but you're kind of like just taking glances over your shoulder to make sure that the bucket is not in line of sight.
Yeah.
So you back up and you see the guard look to his left and he kind of gives a nod and reaches at his belt and pulls out a ring of keys. Opens the gate and two other guards come in.
Two others. Oh no.
With their swords drawn.
Mm-hmm.
And they throw the bucket into the cell.
Can I sleight of hand his keys?
No, you're at the back of the cell at this point.
Oh, that's true, because I have to back me up. Okay. Well,
He's like, and if you fill those buckets, you're going in your pants.
I really appreciate this. All right, well.
He starts like whistling on his way back.
Didn't you shit yourself on the way there?
They cleaned me up.
Yeah, but how much more can you have in you?
Well, I didn't realize he would come in armed. They are smart. They run a tight shift.
Frank's prison escape. He now has 2 buckets.
I have 2 buckets, so a helmet and a shield. So I'm assuming these are just the regular, the steel bound, just like a regular bucket, or is it made out of all wood?
It's made out of wood. Yeah, it has like a metal band at the bottom to
Right.
give it support.
Right.
But it's a cheap. It's barely a bucket. We'll say that.
Could I possibly makeshift a lock pick? And you see, I've been in a jail a lot. So
Do you have proficiency with lockpicking?
good question. Not in any of my abilities. I mean, I was
make a lockpick.
I was a pirate. These are, we broke into many cabins, but we usually used explosives. Well, shit, I think I'm pretty stuck here. I might have to just put a bucket on my head and wait for reinforcements.
Okay.
The fresh bucket, not the one that was in the cell.
Right. You take note that they smell equally abhorrent. You're probably guessing they just took it from an empty cell and threw it in with yours.
Oh. It's not going on my head.
Yeah. Maybe don't put a bucket under.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Well, I'm pretty stuck. I can't do lock picks. I might fashion a shank though. break one of the buckets, kind of maybe with the metal, or maybe just take the wood and rub it on my bed until it makes a shank, so I have a makeshift weapon.
All right, make a raw dexterity check.
Okay.
Okay, you're able to break off a piece of the bucket, like one of the sort of smaller planks, and you're now whittling it with through any means necessary in your cell, trying to fashion a makeshift shank.
Nice. And also, just cause, can I look for loose blocks? I know sometimes prisoners, when they're in there, they tried to hide that they were making holes or something, or they stash things away over time if they were in there for a long time. But
Right.
can I find one of those holes or look for it?
You can make a perception check.
Big money, yes.
So you spend the next like 30 minutes examining almost every single stone of the cell. None of them seem to be super loose. There's none that seem to be discolored. Nothing that seems to be makeshift sort of hiding place. But you do notice that there's some scrawling of words and symbols on some of the stone. You can't really make any of them out. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common and Orc.
Okay. Yeah, you can't really understand or make out what these symbols mean, but it looks like there's some sort of like writing or hieroglyphs to your eyes.
It says Dwargray is here.
Yeah.
Or was here.
Have you seen Pirates of the Caribbean? You know when they leverage the gate cell off? Does this look like it's of that make and model?
No, Will Turner did not make these.
Oh, okay.
And Davy Jones is not going to shoot a cannonball.
All right. I'm gonna lay down in front of the cell. I'm not gonna make any noise. I'm not gonna be dramatic. I'm just gonna look like I died. I might even. Oh, I wanna cut a little blood. Like maybe cut my hand a little bit and have some. I don't know. Actually, that would take a lot of blood. I'm just. I'm face down in front of the door and I'm waiting with the shank. And I want to ready an action that if the door opens, I'm going for the throat.
Okay. All right, so, sounds good. So we'll kind of speed things along. So we'll jump back to Amber. Dawn will say at this point, yeah, you're still in the tavern, kind of maybe eating / turning in for the night. Ambert, and Dwargray.
I figure we're still patiently awaiting whatever said distraction.
Yep.
Because they had one in place. We didn't need to make our own.
True.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't want to escape though. I actually just want to. I went there trying to find the prisoner, but now that there's a man inside, we have a man inside and 3 guys outside. So
in preparation for
it's working.
Events, Amber, you're just kind of hanging out with.
And we know a big distraction's coming. Something about a lighthouse. So.
Oh, sorry. Was that a yes?
Sure. I mean, I guess I was. What did I do with those piss clothes?
That's a good question. What did you want to do with them?
I mean, if they're not necessary now, I'm gonna burn them. But hold on, I'm sending you a message on this one.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna find like a fire somewhere and burn them.
Yeah, a relatively lit torch. You kind of just like take it off its little stand, take it to some back alley, and just light the clothes on fire.
Yeah, since there's no reason to keep them.
Gotcha. Okay, and that action is done. What you just sent. Yep. Okay. So that's resolved. Okay. Dawn, I'll say for the sake of, because you know that the distraction's happening, you're waiting for the signal on the lighthouse. I'll say you're in your room.
Fill me out with your smile. Now the sunshine brings the light. Fill me out with a flame.